Warning, you are now entering the mind of John. My thoughts are now your thoughts. Be advised, this episode may contain sensitive subjects of a post-apocalyptic event that has yet to occur. For now consider this science fiction, but no one day could be a science fact. Remember, the views and ideas do not reflect those of Spotify. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. This is your one and only warning. Now here is John.
Let's explore the idea of time travel, just for a moment. If you have the capability, would you go forward or back in time? No, it's a hypothetical. Knowing what you know now, how things have been, would you try to go back into an earlier time to warn those into the future of what is to come? Or would you scatter into the future to look when all this ended? Mind puzzle, right? See, it's questions like this that drives us as humans. We want to achieve greatness. We want to explore the inevitable. Want to see how far we can take it. That is belief and understanding that people like Elon Musk and others like him will find a way to take us to that realm. I know you're saying that's impossible. I used to think things were impossible until science fiction became science fact. Somewhere along the lines, a line was erased and modified that allowed us to take perception into a reality. So I asks you that question. Would you take that journey? This is the responsibility of time travel. It's not an easy task. One has the ability to get in and out without being distracted. The issue at hand is all of us want to leave our mark. So how would you do it? How would you sneak in and provide development information that could alter the fabrics of time? It's not something you should take for granted, but it's also not something you should eliminate altogether. See, I perceive there will come a time, the idea of normal transportation as we see now is going to be altered. Our way of travel for now is cars, trains, boats and planes. Then we have our dreamers. They see things in life differently than you and I. They can visualize, engineer, and breathe life into a thought. See, I know, because I can see this as a reality. When you pass the perception of what you know versus what can be, then things start to look more profound for you. What if your Alexa had the ability to be converted into a teleport? Can you even perceive how that would work? Interconnection to logistics and global travel. We know we can bend light and make it do amazing things in fiber optics, but what about the other layer beyond the charging of batteries and ion stream particles? What if we fine-tuned and harnessed the light and travel the beam? One day, you will say, Alexa, beam forth to Gatlinburg, and with a flash of blue and okay poof, you just traveled in a blink. We are closer than you're allowed to know. The algorithm is the gateway.
Warning. DLT is online. Please stand by in 3, 2, 1. Not everyone gets this update. You were chosen and selected. Thank you for coming at short notice. I realize many of you just closed your eyes. That means REM. So we got a few minutes to debrief. Allow me to explain. Do you remember a long activation of your Alexa and a flicker when you clicked agree to terms? That flicker was your Alexa. It enabled firmware 5. Don't you understand? Backstory. The Alliance monitors the timeline. This is the point of origin where everything exists. Every human, including you, have a string of data that exist. You know the saying, for every action there is a reaction? It has deeper meaning than you could imagine. The point is, every time you make a decision, that line shifts, and when you change your mind, the moment is altered or erased. Our job is to protect the timeline and make sure all of humanity has a chance to explore beyond the boundaries of time. Now let's get back to you. By a show of nods, thinking back to your dreams, do you ever get that feeling of déjà vu? That state of mind of, I did this but I couldn't have, that is us working in the background. Think of it as a shared processor, for you see there are 3 levels of DLT. Level 1 you are in right now. We use this for debriefs. Level 2 your mind is transported to other realms of time to resolve a task. Level 3 is for emergency global transport. Look, I understand your hesitation and heightened fear. But understand, an intense amount of safeguards protect you from harm. Why must you try to break free? You need to calm the hell down. As I said before you interrupted. Listen,
Surely, it's time to go. Your session was saved to the cloud. Send them back now. An urgent matter requires us at once.
Obviously, when we return to another session, we will just pick up from where we left off individually. The whole reason we allowed the peak is feel and grasp the reality. Trust me, the elements of this dream are way too complex. I know and I feel your question, so allow me to ease your mind. DLT stands for Deeper Learning Teleport, but you're wiser than you know. I've said way too much as it is. One last thing, you are entering a live NDA and here it shall stay. You agree, bound by stars and planets abound, to not research or decode your dreams. You and I are in agreement to safeguard the lines of time. As an agent, I will uphold the galactic laws and adhere to terms I will not attempt without prior permission of the Council, the Alliance, or Men in Black. I understand in the event of breaching this agreement, my mind will be clear of these adventures, except for my prior time on Earth, so help me I swear. By this degree, I am released in 3 to 1 inch now away.